So the issue is that someone's coming in with a paid query string parameter, and then subsequent page views obviously don't have these query string parameters, but they're still logging Google as the referrer. And the issue that this is leading to is that when the person becomes unanonymized, meaning they fill out a form on our site and we get their email address, they're passing through all the smart campaigns that they should have passed through when they were anonymous all at once, and the priority order is messed up. So the reason for this is that when someone is anonymous in Marketo, they can't pass through smart campaigns. To repeat, they cannot pass through smart campaigns. So when they become unanonymized, Marketo pushes them through all the smart campaigns that they should have passed through when they were anonymous. So we would expect that since they went through the paid page view first, that this campaign would run first, and then since all the subsequent page views still had Google as the referrer, we then expect this organic search to run after that. But as we can see, that's not the case, and the organic search program is running first and stealing all the attribution from the paid search campaign. So what Marketo recommend to do is to put a delay in the organic search program, and that deprioritizes it in terms of the order that it will run. And since page search does not have a delay, it should run ahead of this organic search program. So Henry's been doing some testing, and he's put a delay in here in the organic search Google campaign, and I've checked it on 3 leads this morning, and we can now see that the paid search campaign is running first, and then the deprioritized organic search is running second. And then the same here, where you can see it goes through page search first, and then a little bit later it goes through the organic search. So since this seems to be working, I think we can scale this across all the organic social, organic referral, and organic search campaigns, so they're not stealing attribution from paid campaigns. But I think we can also have a hierarchy. So in the operations folder, I've created my tokens in here, and these tokens will be accessible to any campaigns underneath this folder. And I've also just made a small tweak where Henry had the minutes outside of the token. I've just wrapped this all into these tokens here because it makes it much easier. If we want to change from minutes to seconds, we can do it all within the token. And then I've got a different one for each of the different channels. So you'll notice that there's no delay for paid programs because we want those to run first, and they're going to have the highest priority. Organic social is going to be second, organic referral is going to be third, and organic search is going to be last. So this is what the new campaign will look like. We're just going to use those tokens to delay. Since it's organic search, we're going to use the organic search delay, which is currently 2 minutes. And we can see how this works. The beauty of using tokens is that it's very easy for us to change them up here, and then it'll be changed in all the subsequent campaigns underneath. So if we do need to experiment and change these around, it should be easy to do. And then Henry, you had a question about whether we should only update the query string if it's null because of cases like these where if the person becomes unanonymized, we update their query string, but then a few seconds later they just run through the organic search campaign, their query string gets updated again. So the reason we can't update query string if it's null, the reason we can't update query string only if it's null is because the query string is someone's last touch field. So if they pass through a campaign like this where they've just signed up, we look at their last touch field to see if it's google.com, we'll assign that sign up to the Google campaign. If it's paid search, we'll assign that sign up to the paid search campaign. So this query string should always update with their last touch because we use it for last touch attribution. But I do agree with you that for situations like these, their query string is being updated rapidly when someone becomes unanonymized, so we need to account for this. So what I think we can do is, in this step, it's currently just we overwrite the query string no matter what, but I think we can introduce steps to say, since this is organic search, if someone hasn't had any paid organic social or organic referral UTM activity recently, then we can update the query string to google.com. And what these campaigns look like, so the paid one just checks to see if anyone's visited a web page in the past 30 minutes containing any of these parameters. And then to account for this situation here, where the query string is updating rapidly when they're unanonymized, I've also got this to say query string has been changed to one of these in the past 5 minutes. So anyone who meets any of these two criteria will be in this smart list. So then if we go to this condition here, if someone is not a member of this smart list, that means it's okay to override their query string parameter. So then for paid plus social, it's the same. We just include the organic social UTM parameters that we use. And then finally for paid plus social plus referral, where referral in this case refers to G2 Crowd, 3CX, GitHub, those kind of referrers. I just use the not contains keyword. So if someone's visited a web page and the referrer is not one of the organic search platforms, or their query string does not contain any of the organic search keywords, if they're a member of this smart list, that means they've either passed through a paid organic social or organic referral campaign, either through a web page in the past 30 minutes or their query string in the past 5 minutes. So that's the one that's actually being used in this campaign. So if someone's not a member of this smart list, then that means we're good to override their query string. And then if this were an organic social program, the only thing that should be prioritized above organic social is paid. So we'd use the UTM activity recently paid smart list in here. If it's an organic social referral, then the only campaigns that should run ahead of that are paid and organic social. So then organic referral would use this smart list. So I think this is the strategy we can use moving forward to prioritize these campaigns for the first search attribution fields and also for the query string parameter.